how do you say you love me? Sometimes you do this. Or he sometimes says love. Yep. Love. Mum. Yeah.
My name's Elizabeth. I've been a speech pathologist for about 19 years now. Most of that time I've been working in private practice, and I've also been working in schools and in the disability area. A lot of my time I've been working in AAC, and what that means is it's alternative and augmentative communication. So all the different ways that we communicate in addition or instead of speech. So that might be using sign language, using gesture, it might be touching a communication device, or even having an eye tracking camera connected to a communication device, and where you look at the screen, that's where a message is activated. I first started working with Tristan back in 2020 in a consultative role, and at that time Tristan was pointing to messages and he was just starting to use his communication system. From there, once he started school, I started working more closely with him and his family, and we've had a lot of fun together. Tristan's 8 years old. He, like any 8-year-old, he has a lot to communicate. And one of the great things that has helped him make so much progress is that he's so motivated to communicate. He really perseveres to get his message across. And it is great fun supporting him and his family.
I'm Lisa, Tristan's mum. Tristan is amazing. He's the light of my life. He just is the most caring, sweetest, got the beautiful disposition. So Tristan struggles a lot when he has all these thoughts in his head but can't get them out, so he gets very frustrated sometimes about using the device, finding the right word. So sometimes we use a variety of keyword signs. He uses gestures, sounds, prompts and device as well. It has been challenging, and it still is challenging because he does get he's got so much to say. You can hear it, so much to say, but he can't get it all out. So he finds that tricky still. And I mean, that's just, as we progress, he's learning more words and sounds each week, which is huge. The session is play-based, so Tristan just thinks she comes to play. But you don't realise until you're at the end and you read her notes and it's like, wow, we've achieved so much working on things that Tristan just thinks we're just playing. But you can see him, different, just words we'll be working on or finding things on his device and new ones that he didn't know. And then you'll see him later on use that and it's like, wow, you actually did, pick that up. So, and that's how he responds best. He just loves it when he can communicate to somebody and they're actually interested and listening to him. And even talking to the lady in the flower shop, it's just a routine. We see her all the time, they have a conversation and things like that. And and he looks forward to it. He runs to her to see if she's there. So he just loves that and he responds so well to praise.
We often have sessions in his home or out in the community. And when I go to his home, he will drive the process. He will decide what we want to play. And when you've been a speech pathologist for a while, you are able to hold the goals that you're working towards in your mind and really just apply them to any situation. And so he'll tell me what he wants to play and I'll figure out a way to work on the goals and play that game, and we have a really good time. When I think about communicating your way, I'm really thinking of all the different ways that we communicate and making sure that we accept all the different ways we communicate. There's lots of different ways to get your message across. You might use speech, but then you might use gestures. You might nod, you might shake your head, you might use sign to say more or tell me that you're finished. You might activate a communication device by pointing, and you might use eye gaze to activate messages in your device. All of these different communication methods are great, and it's about me as a communication partner respecting the way you choose to share your message.
I hope that he will continue gaining more words, so therefore it makes his life easier, and then he still gains more confidence using his device and adding more. Basically, I hope that he gains more so that then it's not so hard for him. Because I know when he comes home from school, he's exhausted. And because he has to try, it's harder for him at school than what it is for others, So I hope that he'll gain more words and that he won't need the device as much. The only thing is Tristan makes his own signs, that's all right? Don't you? You make your own signs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't you?
Yeah.